Things just continue to get more and more interesting when it comes to the future of WB in particular, their games division, their IPs like Mortal Kombat. Yo, what's up guys? It's Dynasty and yeah, new developments in the saga between Paramount placing bids and WB saying no. It turns out that we finally have some more details on the latest bid that Paramount made to purchase and acquire WB as a whole. Pretty interesting stuff because all we knew was it was around $24 a share, but now they're coming out and saying that they were even willing to, for the most part, give 80% cash with this deal and keep David Zaslav as co-CEO of the company. Now, at this point in time, in terms of, like, rumored companies interested in buying Warner Bros. And their assets, you got Apple, you got Amazon, you got Netflix, you have NBC Universal, and obviously, you have Paramount. There's been no mention of the likes of PlayStation, Xbox, and it just gets a lot more interesting because a new article dropped today from the New York Times that has some quotes from Paramount's side of the bargain, in particular, the Ellison family. And guys, the Ellison family seems pretty damn dedicated to making sure this deal gets done. So, though there's other potential suitors out there, from what I'm reading in this article and the quotes we're about to go over, you're gonna see, seems like pretty soon Paramount and WB will be all underneath the same umbrella. Potentially. So that's on the agenda for today. We're now, at this point, 7 days away from the launch of the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Can you believe that? Sadly, Digital Eclipse has not dropped any new information, details, screenshots on their social media accounts today. So in terms of actual Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection content, I've got nothing for you, but still, I do think this will probably get you either super excited or super anxious. Nonetheless, though, if you're excited to see where this goes, or you just want to support the channel, it takes you a second. If you could, please drop a like on the video, because without you, these MK videos don't happen. Hit the hype button if you can as well. It does help out the channel a ton. Love you guys. Thank you for everything. With that said, let's start breaking down the things of note from this article. I'm not going to just read the entirety of the article, just kind of zeroing in on the things that get the point across. So here it is from, again, the New York Times. I'll have it linked down below in case you don't want to listen to me talk. It says 3 offers in 1 month. Paramount's secret pursuits of WB Discovery. A letter from Paramount's chief executive, David Ellison, to WB's board of directors reveals weeks of talks between the company. Now, it goes on by saying, over the course of 4 weeks, Paramount made 3 offers to buy WB Discovery, ratcheting up the financial stakes of a deal that would reshape the media landscape. But all of the overtures, which started in mid-September, were rebuffed, including Paramount's offer that WB's chief executive, David Zaslav, could stay on as co-chief executive and co-chairman of a combined company. The details of these secret bids were described in a letter that Paramount's chief executive, David Ellison, sent to the WB board of directors that was reviewed by the New York Times. The full contents of the letter have not been revealed until now, but they help explain what prompted WB's announcement on Tuesday that the company was up for sale. Now, next up, it reads this right here. The move essentially kicked off a public frenzy of interest from other potential suitors this week, including Comcast and Amazon. If they bid, that could pressure Paramount to further increase its offer. WB Discovery said on Tuesday that it was initiating a sale because of the unsolicited interest of multiple parties for both some parts and all of the company. Paramount's first bid was for $19 a share before moving up to $22 in the late September. Paramount's latest bid was delivered on October 13th, offering to pay the company's shareholders $23.50 a share in cash and stock, according to the letter. That offer represented an 87% premium to WB Discovery share price before its intent to make a bid for the company was first reported on in early September. On Wednesday, WB shares closed at $20. Now, this is where things get interesting because, again, these are quotes from Paramount. The Ellison family says, "We are confident that we are the best partner for WB Discovery with a combination of our two companies creating a scaled Hollywood champion to the benefit of both our companies, shareholders, consumers, and the entertainment industry at large," Mr. Ellison wrote. To round out this article, here is some closing statements. It says, "The announcement on Tuesday indicated that Warner Bros. Discovery still wanted to consider other paths. That includes the plans to split the company into two, which it first announced in June, as well as the evaluation of rival bids. In the letter, Paramount argued it was WB's only viable suitor, contending that any rival offer was likely to come from a bigger company that would invariably invite regulatory scrutiny. And Mr. Ellison argued that a deal would create a more formidable competitor to these giants. Other potential acquirers of WB Discovery today or in the future would need to overcome significant hurdles given their dominant market positions," Mr. Ellison wrote. So again, this is just what I thought was worth pointing out in this whole New York Times article. I had the full thing again linked down below, but seeing those quotes from the Paramount side of things, seeing that they've been playing ball not once, not twice, 3 times, and are still willing to keep David Zaslav as co-chief executive and co-chairman of this hypothetical combined company, Paramount and WB Discovery. Bro, WB wants a lot of money. WB needs a lot of money. But ultimately, now that this article came out and we're seeing these statements being made, more details emerging, I feel like it's pretty evident that it's only a matter of time. Again, as far as I know, there hasn't been another quote-unquote potential suitor who's at least had their bid publicly known or announced. It's only been Paramount so far, and again, this has been going on for about 3-4 weeks at this point. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, and again, the only person seemingly willing to play ball and continue to up and up and up the price, the investment here, is Paramount. So, what do I think of this? I kicked off the video with my thoughts. I do think it's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And again, I'm just intrigued to see where this leads us with Mortal Kombat. Honestly, hearing that Zaslav would be kept up top, not really a fan of that. Because, again, I mentioned this in my last video from just a few days ago. Ever since Zaslav's been in charge of this entire company, we've just seen the gaming division just burst into flames in all facets. We used to think it was bad back then, 6 years ago. Nah, man, the last 5 years have been horrible. The last 5 years have been nothing but turning profits, which obviously you run a business, it's kind of the point, but at what cost? Well, giving the consumers a shit product and telling them, hell, you're gonna like it, and guess what? $10 a Fatality. $10 a skin. So if Zaslav's still there on the board after this merger happens, bro, yeah, this is not what I would want. I was hoping the Ellison family would do a complete overhaul of WB if they combined the brands, if they bought out the company. But again, new details emerge that make me think even if they buy the company, things might stay the same or just keep getting worse. So that's where I'm at. Again, tomorrow there could be an all-new announcement that breaks the internet. A week from now, a month from now, 2 months from now. We don't know when, but WB is listening to offers. There's obviously, like we kicked off the video mentioning, a bunch of alleged potential suitors, but Amazon, Apple, Netflix, NBC, Universal, that doesn't sound too enticing from a fan perspective, in my opinion. And Paramount, I was thinking would be the better of two evils, but after reading this, you know, I'm just conflicted. So I'm gonna just, I don't know, man. I just don't feel good about this anymore at all. I was optimistic. I was anxious, but now I just feel like I'm just super anxious about the state of where things are gonna be. But there you go. I ask you, what do you think of this entire situation? What are your thoughts on Zaslav being kept at the top of the company to run things? I want to hear what you guys have to say, because the comment section, I feel like, has been pretty nice lately with these videos. I feel like a lot of you guys are spitting, dude, and I agree with most of you guys. I'm glad that we're on the same page here, and ultimately, we just want this franchise to get the love and support from these companies that it deserves, because we love it. And I don't know, man, it's scary times. Was this how it was back then when Midway filed for bankruptcy? I don't remember it being this insane. The stakes. I don't think so. It's just a completely different time. Just a completely different situation in so many different facets. So, yeah, man. There you go, guys. That's the current state of Mortal Kombat. The current state of WB as a company. Paramount more than likely going to end up being the co-parent company. Have to wait and see. If you guys enjoyed the video, though, it takes you a second, please drop a like on it. Subscribe to some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, been Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'm going to start praying to the Elder Gods, because we need a miracle. We need someone to just come in the 12th hour and just save us. And it's just unfortunate because, again, if WB truly wants to start branching out and selling individual pieces of the company, that's where I think the likes of a Microsoft, a Sony, could potentially be interested. But if it's just buying everything WB has to offer, a lot of these companies have no use for the studios, the sound stages. You know what I mean? Like, if they just break it all down piece by piece, ultimately, I feel like they know they could probably still get the same amount of money they would get selling it all at once, but maybe even more, because, again, you strip it down and you have more suitors because, again, some people only want certain aspects of WB. Not everybody wants everything WB has, and that's why they're not willing to make an offer, because there's no use for a lot of this stuff unless they, again, buy it all and then they start selling it. It's a clusterfuck. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Have a good rest of your Thursday. Peace.
Yeah, 87 on a crack, but I'm not so still.